Okay, that was 10-7. Correct? Yes, ma'am.
I have a question on the last page, number 3.
All right, let's take a look at number 3 and see what's going on here. All right, but take a look at number 3 now. The ERB stuff is the important part. It says, of the 320 teens, about how many get their news online? Well, online is what? 9%. You are amazing. That is correct. You could say this. Let me show you. Because it's 9% of 320, which was what, Connor?
It's 28.8.
About 28.8, or we could just say what? About 29. Does that make sense to you? Now, if you weren't sure about this, 9% is the same as what? 9 over 100. Do you agree with that? Avery, look at me. I'm showing you something. 9 over 100, right? The 100, remember, is the total, so you can do 320 down here, right? And X here. That would be another way to set it up. All right? But most of the time, you multiply your percent by your total, and that gives you your part. Does everybody agree with that? That's important, what I just said, so listen up. Say it. Make sure you hear me. If you have a percent and the total, you multiply the two to get the what? Part. Does everybody hear me? All right, that's important. Thank you very much. All right. Anybody else have a question on this worksheet? Yes.
Number 1.
Right here, number 1?
Yep.
All right, let's take a look at it. Sam grabbed a handful of trail mix from the bag and found that approximately 20% of the pieces were raisins. Suppose that there were 24 ounces. So what do you think you have to do now with my great explanation? Or I could just take, you're awesome. You're listening. Good job. That's exactly correct. Julian, you hearing what I'm saying, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. You should be taking notes on what I'm saying. All right. Colin, did you have a question that you want me to look at?
I had a question for number 5.
Right up here, the grocery store problem.
Yes.
You see this? The grocery store had how many? Let me look at it right over here. You see what I'm saying? The grocery store had what? 10. Out of how many? 125. Do you know this? How did you know how I got 125? I added all of these up. So that's your part to whole, kind of. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then if the new town has 625, how many would be grocery? That's what we're asking. So you cross, multiply, and divide. You with me on this?
Yes.
All right. Somebody else. Before I start reviewing the review. Any issues? All right, guys. Now we got 2 days, so. I forgot to add this to my file, so let me put this on pause for a quick second. Here we go. I think what I should do right now is I probably should do the odds with you. All right, we'll just go down and do as many as we can. All right. First one, it says mean. What do I do for the mean? Add them up and divide by the totals. Everybody agreeing with that? All right. So that's what you have a calculator for. Now remember, the mistake most kids make by accident, if they're using a calculator, they forget to hit the equal at the end before they do the division. All right, so everybody add those numbers up, please. And then how many numbers are there? 8. So then you divide by 8. So what are we doing? Tell me. I have a 17.9. Does anybody agree with that?
Yes.
Thank you, Julian. Mean is equal to 17.9. All right, let's go on to question number 3 now. Median is what? Number in the what? Number in the middle. How many numbers are there here, guys?
8.
Is there still 8?
Yes.
All right, so is there a middle? So I need to find the average of what two numbers? The 4th and the 5th. Julian, are you hearing me? Now, you could put the numbers in order, or because we know the 4th and 5th, we can just count them off. All right? So here's what I'm saying, right? Does everybody agree 10 is the lowest, right? 1, 2, what's next? 3, what's next? Is that the one we're looking for? And what's after that? 23. So I'm looking for the 4th term and the 5th term. Now, if one number is 21 and the other one's 23, the middle would be what, guys? 22. We don't need we don't need a calculator for that now. Right? No calculator for that. So then I want you to make sure you put down median is equal to 22. Now, if you're comfortable with just writing them in order, is that okay? Yeah. All right. So far, so good? All right, now I'm on 5. The mode. What is the mode again? The number that, the most common number. That is correct. Is there a common? Are they all different?
Yeah.
So there is what?
No.
No mode. Very good. No mode. Everybody good with that? All right, let's check out 7 now. Wynonna's bowling scores for the past 9 weeks are, we have to find the mean, the median, and the mode. All right? So the mean again. All right? Add them up. How many are there? Mainly because they tell you they're 9 weeks, right? So, if you're feeling good about it, good, Julian. Tell me again. Exactly. Anybody else agree with that? Is that right, Caroline? 204.6. Thank you. All right. Median. Now, is there an exact middle this time? Yes, because there are how many weeks? So we have, what score are we looking for? What number score?
The middle.
Yes, but we're looking for the 5th. Come on now, Avery's the only one that's telling me that. I want to make sure everybody understands. Do we understand we're looking for the 5th term?
Yes.
Everybody's got that. 4, 4, 1 in the middle. The 1 in the middle would be the 5th term. All right, so now I got to find the 5th term because I don't feel like, does everybody agree? I don't feel like writing them all out. So you got to be careful. Which one's the smallest? 1. Then what? Then what? Okay, so that was kind of easy then, right? So the middle number is what? The median is 195, which then was kind of nice because that told me the mode then was what? The mode was 195 as well. Anybody have any questions or concerns with that? Any questions or concerns? Pretty good. All right, let's take a look at 9. Oh, this one's kind of a silly question. It just wants you to do the what? The mean, median, and mode, and just say which one's greater, right? So this should be easy for you. All right, let me just write each one again. Mean, median, and mode. Is there one that occurs the most? 1090, perfect. How many numbers are there? So I need the third and fourth term. So we got to find the average of the third and fourth. So what's the smallest? What? The smallest number is what? 1027, right? And then what? And then what? And then what? Yeah. So now I'm going to average those two, the third and the fourth. Does everybody agree with that? So somebody tell me what that is. What?
Oh, never mind. I'm doing
1,100.5. Did anybody get that? Everybody's good with 1,100.5. Now, the average. Somebody tell me what the average is real quick. Use your calculator. Did I get it yet?
Oh, I got 925.
What?
I got 1,107.5.
1,107.5?
That's what I got.
The average has to be between those numbers now. Not sure where you're coming up with that number. Thanks. All right, guys. Anybody have any objections to that information? Everybody good? I'm happy. All right, let's check out number 11. We want the range. What is the range?
The highest and the lowest subtracted.
Yes. Find the highest and find the lowest. Make sure you're writing this information down, please. What's the lowest?
50. 120.
What? What's the lowest?
53.
53. What's the highest?
100.
Where's 120? Oh, right there. Oh, we are doing. I'm sorry. I did number 10.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm just going to keep with number 10. You were right then. That's my fault. So the range, I'm just doing number 10, is equal to 120 minus 53, which is 67.
Interquartile. This boy is a
Okie doke. The interquartile range. The interquartile range. All right. Now, remember what that was. That was Q1 and Q3, and we do what? Subtract them. Now, remember we also talked about them on the IXL. It was the lower quartile and the upper quartile. Is everybody with me on this? You remember? So the interquartile range, I like to write as Q3 minus Q1. Now remember, those are just medians. Do you agree? All right. So I don't make a mistake, I want to make sure everybody's with me. I'm on 13, okay? I'm on 13. Everybody look at 13. All right. In order for me to find the interquartile range, I have to put the numbers in what? You have to put them in order. So that's kind of annoying. So here we go. What's the lowest?
42.
Then what?
42.
Then what?
52.
Keep going.
54. 72. 77. 85.
All right. I like doing it that way. Everybody see that, right? Now, how many numbers do we have there? Everybody agree 9? Right, so what number's in the middle right off the bat? 72, thank you very much. Hurry up, we're working. 72 is the median. Now how do I find Q1? The median of the first 4, thank you very much. So we're going to look at this right here. And wow, you're awesome, buddy. 47. So I'm going to write Q1 is equal to 47. Everybody see that? Now you don't need a calculator for that now, hopefully. You said 42 to 52, so there's 10. Half of 10 is 5. Added it to 42. Everybody good?
Uh-huh.
How do I find Q3 now? The last 4. So the median here would be 87, right? So I want Q3 to equal 87. Everybody good with that? And so now interquartile range is, I said, Q3, Q3 minus Q1, which is equal to what? 40, guys. All right, that's a good little review problem right there. Everybody happy? All right, not bad. Now, the other thing I want you guys to write for me here is, we didn't really do the outliers. I don't think that's really that important. So everybody gets to cross out the outliers. Cross out the outliers. All right, let's do 15 together. Ugh, there's a lot of points. Everybody with me? All right, so I got to put them in order. Does everybody agree? All right. Everybody put it in order now.
Oh.
I'm going to leave it up to you guys, and you're going to tell me what it is. All right. Who put them in order? Somebody got them in order yet? As soon as you get them in order, somebody tell me, then you can read it to me. Good. Ellis, tell me now. 68. 151. Okay, now how many numbers were there here, guys?
15.
Is everybody happy with that? There were 15 numbers total. So now I just count and double check myself so I don't make a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect job, Alice. Okay, someone besides Avery. Tell me the median. What term is the median if there are 15 numbers? Ellis. The number in the middle. What term number is that, though? Okay, so she says 102, but my question is, here's what I'm trying to remind you. This is term, watch this, guys. Look up on the board for later in the future. Look up. This is considered term 1. This is considered term 2, term 3, term 4, right? So 102 would be the what? Yes, but what term? The 8th. All right. Now, again, I'm trying to get you to understand that, so listen carefully again. If there are 15, visualize with me. Come on. Stop looking down. Look at me for a second. There's 15 numbers. How many are going to go on the left and how many are going to go on the right? 7 and 7. So the number right in the middle is what? 8. That's how I came up with the 8th term. And you just count out to 8. Am I clear? Right? So now it says find the median. So median is equal to 102. Now my next job is to find the first quartile, Q1. All right, so I need the median of the first half. How many numbers are there? Is that right? 7. So it would be 87. Everybody happy with that? Everybody okay with that? So Q1 is 87. Q3 is what? Did everybody say Q3 was 115? I didn't hear you. Exactly. I'm pretty happy with that. And the interquartile range. How'd you get that? I'm good. Everybody agree with me? That's not that bad, right? Not bad. Okay, let's look at. Yeah, that one's fun looking, isn't it? Oh, you're welcome. You can thank me later, okay? You don't have to do it all right now. Just wait till you get done with it. All right, let's look at. All right, listen, I really believe that was probably the only thing that was kind of troublesome. All right, so is it all right now? We'll just stop here and you guys continue going down. I would continue doing the odds because then we'll just do what tomorrow? The evens. But if some of you guys are studying, you want to make an A, it might be a good idea to do what? All of it. Yeah, odds is homework. Does that make sense?
Like, if you want to have, you can do it, you just do all of it, like half of this.
I don't care what you do, honestly.
I just want to be.
I'm not really going to check it tomorrow, and I'm not going to check it till the next day.
Wait, we have to do number 17.
You have to do all the
Yeah, that's what I want you to do.
We have to do number 17.
Yes. You're doing the odds. All right, that's what you're working on. And remember, the probability problems were not that hard. The probability problems were not that hard. They'll go much quicker. All right?